and for no good reason too. But are you actually streaming already?
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Oh, but are you actually streaming already?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and make this interesting. I'm inviting you.
I'm also gaming on Linux, which is amazing.
It's not amazing.
Sometimes it's not as amazing as it sounds, but dude, I am hitting what? Yeah, 64 frames per second on the most graphically advanced screen that this game has.
Yeah, they're same for that. They spent so much time wondering if they could do it. They should never stop to think if they should. Something along those lines, anyway.
Yeah.
I think I butchered the quote, but it gets the right idea. Ah, you're playing on your. Oh man,
it's my Steam one, so yeah, we have to play Conquerors tonight.
Dang it! I might as well play on pre-made.
Yeah, we're getting.
We can both get flattened.
Threes tonight. We're gonna get killed. We never.
At least Europe's gone to bed.
Yeah, we never get Conqueror 1s. Like, I don't know what it is, but we'll get Conqueror 3s or Platinums.
Yeah.
And Diamonds will skip us.
Dude, that's a really irritating thing. You're like, oh, it's the closest match we've had all night.
And then they'll dodge.
We did not have that match. Oh man, I got all kinds of stuff to figure out with work. Crashes I need to fix. Stuff going on with sync.
Dude.
Although honestly, I think it's Windows issues. Freaking Windows. It always is a drag. I mean, for one thing, the way that it holds on to file references and stuff, like, is the worst.
Are you playing OTD? Oh.
No.
Actually, this looks really good.
It looks like a fairly
I've been
even game.
Spoiled, like, to not have to think
about Windows.
Well, or Mac. Like, I've just done Linux, and like for a while now.
Yeah, well, Mac and Linux are closer together.
They're closer together, but they're not the same.
Yeah, sure. Okay, Byzantines and English. What do we do?
The English.
I mean, I feel like every time I say we need to go hard pressure, and it feels like that shouldn't always be the answer, but for us it is, or for me it is anyway. I know I'm doing something wrong, but what can I do?
I don't know. Like, especially on this map, it feels like the way we lose on this map is that they get the walls up. Oh.
Yeah, or yeah. They can just do really well against the hard aggression.
Yeah. And this map, there feels like it's a big enough walk. I guess we need to know what the Byzantines are going. If they're going their horsey poos, then we need to. Well, I need to be a little bit slower. If I can go.
Blue is diving in our base here.
That's your TC.
Yeah, well, he's going around me.
Okay.
He's going back behind me, so if you can get...
I'm headed
keep
back.
him going the entire way. I mean, we might be able to cut him off and go back in his direction.
I mean, I can drop
might
off.
work out in our favor.
You go across. I'll drop you off a few sheeps.
Oh, actually, it's true. I don't really need to drop this off, so I should go. I'm on deer right now.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't even really consider that. I was just like, I have to get back. I'm a little bit dented.
You just said that on stream. I'm gonna get somebody to clip that. Daniel admitted that he was a little dented. That you guys don't know Daniel well enough.
I've said far worse, actually. Like
Not
Kirk
about
has said
yourself.
before, like he said, like you always go back and forth between being like highly praising of yourself and highly self-deprecating, and it's hard to know which is real. Yeah, that's good. I have to keep you guessing. Am I an abject failure, or am I actually really good at what I do?
Oh.
Time will tell.
I actually have this with software engineering. I go through these things where like I'll do something that's like technically really awesome, and I'll be like, I am a programming demigod, and then like I will spend a ton of time on like some really stupid thing, and I'll be like, I'm just like a programming noob. Like,
Dude, I don't even know how to debug something.
Yeah.
Somebody's like, you could just do this, and you're like, yeah, well, I probably would have thought about that eventually.
Start streaming, and then like, there's always somebody watching that has done the thing that you're doing, which is awesome, but also like,
he's going for the Abbey of Kings, so be prepared for that.
And he's not going for horsey poos, so.
Which means he's going to second TC quickly, which is actually like, I'm cool with that. Because it means as long as we do a decent aggression, we might be able to take advantage of
I'm
them.
going straight across here. I mean, that's my like attack vector.
Yeah, that is going to be vulnerable. You are going to have to wait for a bit because the king will be out.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a king, right?
Yes. Yes, it is just a king, but he can kill a few longbows, right?
A few, but if, I'll have to get enough longbows, but maybe 5 or 6.
Okay.
Do I build a tower on my gold, or do we get the king kicked out? I don't know. I'm not quite sure yet. How to play versus that?
He'll probably bring the king to me. And I will defend it valiantly or die trying. Not sure which one will happen. It will have.
Really good at the die trying part.
Yeah. So my first knight should be out about the same time his king is over here.
Yes, sir. Where's the holler? That surely be your temperate.
Oh, this fool! He's bringing me sheep.
Oh, is he really?
Well, he's trying to stop my wall from going up.
Strelboren, ja, goed flitje. Herre kongat on way. Strelboren. Yes, sir.
Okay. His king is over here. But no shoot.
Yes, sir. Where's the holler? Eat your worker.
You just lost a villager to him.
Yeah, I forgot to pull my villager back that was trying to build the wall.
Estes comende. Bapuga strel on Styriath strelboran.
Forrada, foljende hessa.
Yeah, equil.
What has each will
Strelbora, foljende hesso.
But at this point, like, I'm chasing him down.
Abuga zida hit. We sindon sikende. Strelboran, better.
What has ridende ut? Forrada.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Here's over.
What 30 days? Ridera Yaru. Each here.
Strelboren, yeah, strelboren. Strelboren, seize the hostage. Abuga, it winner.
His king is headed in your direction.
Okay.
But at this point, I'm walled and chasing him. So
let's get across the map then. Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, each a willer.
I built a 7-wood wall that's going to deny him there.
Jarwa Ioala.
I was pretty proud of that.
Estes comende.
Watch out, he's hitting your bill.
Yes, sir. Understood. Jarwa Io. Careless head.
Okay.
Utiende. Good.
What survey they?
Strelboren.
What house? Hoera. Farende no.
The annoying thing is that the king can just circle around and kill things because he heals up so quick.
On your work.
Yeah.
And my knights can't catch him.
Yes, sir. West Duhala.
So he gets to live for a really long time.
Each timber.
I have javelins over here, so I'm pretty dead in the water right now.
Okay, I'll be over there in a moment.
Yes.
Yaru to work. On your work, huh? Your way, Yawarla. Each
Got his king.
I'm killing all the spears that are here.
My army is coming now.
And his villagers are out here on the bushes.
Okay.
I'm getting kind of massacred though because I'm javelins and horsemen.
Okay, I'm coming.
I got all of his spears though, so. And he's out on this, which I found a little greedy.
Yes, sir. West Duhala. Each a worker. Yes, sir. West Duhala. Your way, Yawarla.
He went straight castle off that?
I guess.
That's not expected.
What surface?
I mean, that is one thing the English do with that is a fast castle. But what is he going to get? His knights?
Probably.
Yes, sir. West Duhala. Test is commended. That Shule Bayo
I'm finishing the wall then in front of my house.
Each timbre fails.
Knights and relics? There's 4 relics on the bottom side. Holy crap.
I mean, that's not the biggest deal for the English. Watch out, you're losing a horse for nothing.
Dude.
One second. Not the spears, not the spears. I got him. There, he has no spears. Can you charge those? They're just jabs.
Yeah. I need to get some healing in, but you can probably. I don't know. We need to pull back for a minute. I need to get my healing for my knights.
Okay.
What surf off each a guy?
Well, I need to get another knightery in.
Okay. I will get those.
I'm coming.
Spears are done. He did get knights. I will remove the king as fast as possible. I got it.
On your work, huh? Yes, sir. Understood.
I think they're taking really heavy losses on that retreat there, which is good. Okay. Dropping another thing.
Okay.
My healing is in, which will help a lot. We are gonna have to go out for resources soon, though. Need to start prepping for that. Dropping the paling, good idea. Yes. Hey,
Should I
for
start
good
mixing
reason.
spears in, or should I go more on the longbows?
On your worker.
I'm not sure, honestly. I don't think either is wrong,
Whichever one I do will be wrong.
but yeah, that's true.
I will regret the
Yes,
decision.
sir.
I know this
West
much.
Duhala.
I agree with that.
That shule bayo timbran. Yes, sir. West Duhala. Eat your worker. What surface? On your worker.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go more longbows. I'm just going to go all in on them.
Eat your worker.
He can't. He can only get them out of olive oil, so he can't ever have like an oppressive amount of. All right, we need to actually like do something. I'm
Yep,
going
let's
ram
push. Let's
attack.
push. I think we have enough to push this tower. This tower is not that threatening with this number of units.
Each brookie that.
You want to
Move
split
in.
off a few to go around and hunt?
Yes, I'm doing that kind of on the other side, but
Okay. Alright, I'm dropping a ram back here in the back.
Yes, West Duhala.
watch out. Horses coming forward. Oh, this guy has a second TC back here.
Which one? Who built the second TC?
Blue.
Okay. Nice catch. Nice catch.
So we are racing. I mean, those Lametne will turn me up.
They'll turn me up too.
Oh shoot!
I think we've lost. I can't take a night charge.
Oh, you didn't lose anything, dude.
I feel like I'm losing a lot. I'm going another ram.
Yes, West Duhala.
My units are just kind of rampaging about his
All right,
base right now.
You have knights back here? And then I'm
Yep,
going up.
pulling forward.
I can't quite go up yet, but I'm close to aging up.
Here I offer.
Yarwa Hiwala.
We are gonna need some spears from you at this point.
Okay, well, now it's too late.
That should have been Strelborg, ja, vi herregångar och väg. Strelborg, bättre. Hästes kommende.
Can you shoot the shoot?
Sorry. Yeah. I was getting a ram for the tower specifically.
Sista hästes. Ekelbilden där för dig. Arika, what needed worker? Gör det, hästes! Hästes en ommålen!
All right, I got.
Jag ready to done some worker.
Getting a spirit out.
Hästes kom stäbbet to hit Arway med. Dresset spänner blipele. Understire. Astiria! Brante Arway med. I kan det du! Hästes en olmålen. Hästes kommer upp den bäret Arway med.
Nice.
There you go.
Very nice.
Whew. I didn't think we had that one. Honestly, maybe they might have been still okay, but Green lost a lot of villagers and was probably not resourcing very effectively.
Was
Yeah,
Green the
like he did.
Byzantines?
If he wasn't, that's what I meant.
I'm just.
Yes,
Okay,
he was
yeah.
the Byzantines. Yeah, if you look at his villager count, like it was in the dumps.
Blue
and
went the second
Blues
TC
had-
late. That was a late second
Yep.
TC.
Yeah, so they definitely were at a massive villager deficit compared to us. And you just weren't losing much military. Like, you lost a decent amount. Or at least, rather, you were replacing faster than you were losing.
Yeah, and I was like, I killed double
Um,
as well as I was killing knights and like expensive stuff. I guess I killed some spears too, so not all expensive
Yeah.
stuff, but
Now, what did he go up with his age up? Where's the White Tower? Or did he have the other one? It is the White Tower, I think. That's right there. Next to his farms. So,
why did he age up with the White Tower?
He-
That seems weird. I guess he was afraid of
Because
us
you-
rushing him, but
yeah, I mean, I don't understand. Yeah, I don't know, because he's not the one of all people to rush. And then he went for the second TC, which was kind of late.
oh man, you could have had a
Which
field day over here because there was what, like 40 villagers outside of this TC. Like
yes, but he has 2 towers and the TC, so like
yeah, but it only
you'll
fits
see.
7 since it's a secondary.
Yeah,
like-
but there's 2 towers as well. The point is, like, I would have had to have taken like 10 knights over there.
Good point. And he had castle knights over here.
I didn't want you to just get run over by knights. And I do have a knight. You'll see it's in that tower there that's on that gold. I have moved forward to that gold to start trying to get some gold on his side. And because I wanted to watch this relic and keep him from being able to pick it up. Like both of these
Yeah.
relics over here. And I actually stopped a relic coming in, which you can see is next to the TC.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I
So
see.
because there were 4 relics over here.
Such a good spawn for relics.
Yeah. So that tower there paid off actually. Just in giving me some info and stuff.
All right. Am I gonna get Conk 2 then? I mean, if this is how we go.
Have you ever been Conk 2 before?
I was Conk 3 the one time. Remember
For
that
a
like
game?
remember we had like a streak where like we even were beating like some Conqueror 3s. I don't know, like the patch favored us. I think Jane was strong
Yeah.
at that time.
Don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, Jane got some nerfs, but they weren't that major.
I think people just figured out how to play against it as well.
Yeah,
I think it was
I mean, I
very
keep
hard
saying
because
that.
it was very different meta from everything else.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Which I think makes OTD and Jane difficult for the lower leagues because it's so different from everything else.
Sure, but I mean, they weren't like lower leagues.
Oh no, I'm just saying like I don't like the concept of the civs because they're just too difficult for the lower leagues.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not arguing with that. Although I do love that the civs are so much more unique than they are in 2. Like in 2, it's the same thing. It's just like, oh, you get one unique unit and you have a different tech tree. Like, oh, you just don't get cataphracts.
I don't know how I feel about it. I almost think that if I was to be honest, if you're gonna make them so different, make them slightly more different and make fewer civs. Because at this point, the game's a little daunting for somebody to join in, right?
Yeah, I mean,
there's 16 civs that are massively different.
Yeah.
And the problem is, you don't need to know how to play all 16 civs, but you do have to know how to play against all 16 civs. And if you change to a different civ, how you play against those other civs are also then again different.
Yeah, but seriously, if you're a gold, like, does it matter?
But we're not gold, so it does matter, and it makes me angry.
I mean, it matters for us, but the people that are our level, like,
spend too much time on this game.
Yeah, exactly.
We need another multiplayer game, something we can play more casually on stream.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is, like, then I'd have to spend time on another game.
Well, I mean, I said more casually, right?
Okay, like Warzone?
Yeah. Like Warzone or there's the one with the aliens that's out that seems pretty popular.
Halo?
No, not Halo. I said pretty popular, not popular.
Oh, that's true. It's not even been very popular for a while.
I was gonna say it used to be like when I was in college, everybody played Halo.
That's because it was good then.
Yeah.
This Mile Killer dude, he's been a Conk 2 before.
And 1v1s
or Conk 1, a Conk and multiplayer, yeah, 2v2s.
Diamonds in 1v1.
The last 2 seasons, he doesn't have a rank in 1v1. Dear goodness, it's the Ottomans.
So we can't go Imperial unless we're like in a really...
We go, so we have to rush him again.
Dang it.
So stupid.
Now, you might get a late spear, but it's only like 1 spear usually, so... You should be able to do it.
Yeah, it doesn't usually jack me up too much.
Yaru.
It's worse in 1v1, but...
What is it, the game that I'm trying to think of?
Helldivers?
Helldivers, yeah. People seem to like that.
Yeah, but it's not on,
It's on
Xbox.
It's on PC.
Yeah, but dude, I haven't played a shooter on PC in like 20 years.
Okay, so that seems like a personal problem.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's a personal problem that would become your problem as soon as you started playing with me. Okay, so purple is trying to dive my side, so I have to go on his.
All right, I will bring you some sheep.
Okay.
Abendende. Workende.
Kind of frustrating. I wish people would just stay in their lane.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, it's honestly annoying
trying
just
to beat
because
me
the
at this
sheep
game.
game is so annoying that like it's he's right here now.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And he hasn't found much, so that's good. Watch there be more on his side.
I've been talking to
Than
some
there.
people about the combinatorics of something like that. I think you could make finding sheep more fun and more balanced, but I honestly think the real solution is just removing it from the game. Like, I think the real
I'm gonna
solution
need
is
those
like
sheep
Empire Wars.
soon, by the way.
I'm on the way.
Oh shoot, wrong thing. Okay, I'm not finding much on his side either. What the heck?
Yes, sir.
There's 2 sheep.
Thank you. One person immediately ran over that one, so they were already
Well,
hungry.
he's chasing. He's chasing. Bring him back.
Oh,
He's chasing.
good heavens! I hate when they do that.
Dude, we've got a runner.
What dented villagers? Holy crap! Okay, this guy's got a ton of sheep behind him. He did encounter luck.
He did because he didn't have any when he saw me. So I mean,
Okay, so we got Abbey of, or we got the normal one coming up, not the
council hall.
meme one. Yeah.
Wait. The English. The Englemans.
Dude, they've got a double deer pack back here, which I hate for me.
Are you spreading it?
Yeah, somewhat, but I'm not gonna stay back here long enough to spread it all.
I'm coming back.
I'm just gonna spread it. I'm going to obnoxiously spread some on the edge.
Yes, sir.
Then I need to get moving. I don't actually want to kill them all because it's nice to have some alive that gives you a warning sign when they've moved out to it.
Okay.
As silly as that seems.
Kill all of them.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Working day.
Oh, spear is here.
I told you the spear was coming. I told you.
Oh sure. I mean, I just wasn't gonna do anything about it. What do you expect me to do?
I don't know. Suck a little less.
Oh my gosh, I'm out of. Oh my god. Even with the extra 2 sheep, I thought those 2 sheep would last longer than they did. I bet no deer near me either. This is a freaking drag, man.
You might have some over here.
That's true. There is a possibility. We got another spear coming.
I mean, I have longbows. Do you want me to send them over? I'll send them over.
You can. I'm not too worried about it. It'll just keep me off gold. I'm just going on wood. I might end up dropping a second TC at this rate. But Jane will be up, and as soon as she's up, then it's like just XP harvesting. So. Yeah, let them run.
Cheerless here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for a second TC since I have as much as I do here.
Alright, I'm going hard pressure then. So hopefully... There's a deer pack here.
Oh, nice. They lost their scout too. Spear coming in right here. If you could nab that guy.
I will nab him.
Strelboren. Verre.
Jane is still chasing spears.
Each will Strelboren. See Strelboren. Verre.
On your work. Cheer, lass. Here come with on a chair, lass.
Abuga Strelboren. Dida hit. Gad Strelboren. Yeah, yes.
You put a little fire thing there if you want to kill that.
Paragon gas on way.
Yaru to heading off.
Strelboren. Jerviath. On Styriath. Strelboren.
We do need to have an idea what the English are doing because they could be hard pressuring, or they could be going second TC.
It'd be great if we knew.
Oh, they've got a bunch of longbows here. 6
Okay.
at least.
Abuga Strelboren. Paragon gat on way. Strelboren. Jerviath.
6 is not a bunch. I didn't go the maximum longbow.
Chair, lass. They're Fendi Hester.
It's a decent bunch in that it could cost me a bunch of vills if they get over here.
You have no knights. You went
Paragon
naked.
gat on way.
Not none. I have 1.
All right. Well, I'm saying I have 13,
Yes, sir.
and I didn't go the most longbow possible build.
I'm not sure where they went. They must have fallen back after being spotted.
Strelboren. Siste. Good fletcher.
All right. He has a lot of longbows right there.
Strelboren.
Yeah.
Strelboren.
Okay.
Well,
I lost my scout to it,
On
but
your work, huh?
What's the big wheel to do it?
okay. I am gonna have a second TC up shortly.
Strelboren. Siste.
Barry, your way, Iawala. Off, way at
Oh, there's a Sipahi in my base.
Equilla. On Styria.
okay.
Jerviath. Strelboren. Verre. Abuga. Strelboren. Verre. On Styria. Beodeth Ben.
Oh shoot! You stupid idiots!
Jerviath. Dida hit.
And they take after the player. I feel like.
Strelboren.
I feel like it's the way you
It's
dumber.
really dented the way that they
Paragon gat on way.
happen to do some things.
Remember, you probably want archer armor. Just throwing that out there as a probable
And
one.
your work, eh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
West to Hala.
You're probably not wrong.
On your work, huh? Each tip.
Yes, sir.
Of course, we don't really know.
Each your worker.
What surface?
We know he has a
Just-
lot of longbows, more than I have. So
Each.
Oh, really?
That.
yeah, that's what I said. My scout. I found like 13 or 14 back in his base. Plus that he has more longbows than me. That's what I said.
Yaru to
Oh
work.
shoot! 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 This could be bad. There's Sipahi coming around the back now.
On Styria.
Okay.
Strelboren. Sika. Strelboren.
It's only bad if they spot my TC going up.
Fair
They did
enough.
not though.
I'll remember that next time. Only
What
bad if
surface?
they
When they
have a
knew?
scout with them.
They didn't.
Perfect.
Thank goodness.
On your work, huh? That Shule Bayo Timbran. Hester's commending.
What surface, eh?
Yaru to work. Each a willa, Hugh a wooded.
Strelboren. Jerwa. Abuga. Strelboren. Verre.
Okay.
Work.
That situation is dealt with.
Here I thought.
He went more longbows than you. It means he went less eco than you, right?
In theory, at this point in time, we should be evening out. In theory. I've been disrupted by Sapahi a little bit. And I haven't gotten a new count on the...
This guy loves his little campfires. Oh, his longbows are right here.
Okay. I'm headed over.
I mean, you don't need to. They're gonna have to run under a TC.
He went castle. Now I don't have any advantage.
Abuga, Strelboren, Ferth. Foliende, Hersum.
What the heck, man? Sometimes you tell Jane to do something, she just is like, nah. Nah, bro.
You gotta get your subordinates under control.
It's so freaking obnoxious.
Stop using mentally deranged children to fight your battles, I think is the answer.
Okay, so they do have... It does look like you probably want to come over here because they are probably going to try to push me.
We should smash it and then do something because right now this is...
Oh, well, right now it's just 9. I'm not sure where the archers went.
Okay.
There's Sapahi coming.
Bring those spears to me. Let me munch them. Let's go. Chase those spears down. Make them turn and brace.
I did, and then it cost me.
When I said make them turn and brace, I didn't say actually fight them.
Dang it. He is killing some of the villagers.
Yes, sir.
I'm going back to the middle between us. I am working on going up.
Teacher worker. Careless Thorfende Hess. Yarway.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not there yet. I have the gold. But I don't have the food yet. I'm just putting more on food at this point.
There's 3 Sapahi. 2 of them are low health. Leave them.
Yeah, you can leave them. I can deal with them.
Hestes commended. Yes, sir. Understood. Shoot an act. Cheerless. Cheerless. On Cheerless. On Herethra.
Cheerless. Yarway on your Savier. It's your say, yes, sir.
Cheerless.
Yes, sir. Agnoa. Flamboga at all.
Cheerless.
Yarway. Yoala.
Okay, I need to start harassing on the other side. Because I ended up going to TC, I've been too focused on my side. Oh, we got knights coming. This is good for us. They're just volunteering. Just dying for us. Alright.
I lost the villager. We need to do something not on our side of the map. Would be amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, well, let's push forward then.
Amazing.
I'm trying to wall some.
See they to work. Build end data.
Hestes comet ar Asteria. Rate arvaimen. Tresset hieres Hestes. Heriende Hestes nu.
Oh, shoot. My villagers I sent out to wall got killed. So they did not wall.
We're too stuck on our side of the map.
You're ready to done some work.
Yeah, this guy's done a good job of raiding and stuff.
Over there.
I'm going to go up with the Royal Institute because I think this game doesn't get better for us if it goes long.
I agree.
Oh my gosh, this stupid villager just standing there and getting killed by a wolf. Just
His longbows are there.
standing there because the wolf was blocking the wall.
Alright.
Like, you just gotta be kidding me.
I'm about to get hit.
Okay, I've gotta go get these walls up.
Okay.
And if I can do that, then I can come over. I am about to be in castle.
What need it be undone? Here, Hestus. Experiment.
And I am gonna put in an archery range so I can start going for more different things.
Building done. It looketh good. Hestus cometh, our women.
Okay, he's on my side again.
Purple was born on your side.
Dude, oh man, I'm getting shredded.
Okay, I'll come over. This will probably be our death, but I will come over. Help you again. And then try to come over and stop the English.
One of his men goes. My problem is I only just got up, and they are made to counter me. I am getting some payback over here. But he is going to destroy my second TC here. Dude, the English are over here too, dude.
Yep, I know. I just smashed their army that was over here, and now I'm headed over to you.
I'm just saying the actual bulk of their army is over here.
I imagine. Like, I destroyed what they had here. So.
What shall each do? Yada for any foe!
Okay.
The bulk of my army is going to be over there here soon, too.
Okay.
Now, I don't have a anti-mangonel over there yet.
I don't either. I've only just gotten up, so.
Okay.
Where are we going, der Tolkes? An a fred yeah, an a gute Stelle.
Watch out, he has stuff here.
Shoot. I'm gonna go over to your berries. Okay, I mean we have to fight this army. Because it's I need your help here. If you can focus his guys that do the damage to cavalry.
I can if there's not a mango focusing my guys.
I can try to, but I only have cavalry to kill it.
I'm just I'm dodging like a pro. That was disgusting.
Okay.
I'm disgusted with myself.
I mean, that did a ton of damage. Ton of damage to me.
I think we lost. I mean, like, I can't defend my base and your base.
Be off guard to Hestes, Tunfolk! Cross
We did kill their armies.
Not the one in my base, but yes.
Uh-oh.
Like I said, I can't defend your base and mine at the same time. It always is bad.
Yeah, do you want to just tap?
Yep, I'm done. I'm dead. I'm dead. Dead. I told you that, like, he was having armies there, so maybe I could have balanced better, but yeah. It's the Ottomans. It's the Ottomans.
Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't have gone so heavy into knights, I guess. But I just, yeah, I don't know what to do, because I should have had more villagers, but, like, I lost a few, but even still, I had more villagers, and I had my ecotechs in. But I just couldn't produce enough military, and once I started fighting him, he had his stupid
Janissaries.
Janissaries, and they just eat knights for lunch. And like the only way you win against them is by just being way better at microing if you have knights. Because you have to then have gone archers and just be able to micro the shenanigans out of it and hit all of them while also keeping your knights alive.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It just feels so dumb. And they had these two back deer. I mean, their spawn was blessed. He hadn't even had to go into. He hadn't had to go into farms yet. But he also did. I mean, he did a good job. He did a good job raiding. Keeping us.
What is the stats on the Ottomans? I feel like the Ottomans have gone down, but I still feel like they're pretty good against Jane.
I mean, they're definitely good against Jane. She's gonna have a crap win rate against them. Or at least lower than on the other ones.
Wait. I can't read this. Is this that the Ottomans have a 51% win rate over Jane, or that Jane has a 51% win rate? I'm dented. I don't know.
Ottomans win 51.2% of the time.
Okay. And if we put it up to more like a conqueror level, it's 57%. That's a pretty rough. That's a pretty rough spread.
Is it? Where is?
I love gaming.
Oh yeah, it goes. Yeah, the win rate for Jane goes down to 42.4. It's actually, I was gonna say it's her worst. It's not even her worst. She does it's 40.4 against the Ayyubids, and 41.5 for the OOTD. But yeah, I mean those Civs just eat your freaking knights for lunch.
I don't think 2 TCs is it.
No, and yeah, maybe that's part of the problem is because the extra villagers just don't seem to do nearly as much as their.
Well, I think we have to keep it over in their side. Like we have to have those early knights out because it allows.
Yeah, I mean, I was off gold, which is why I did it. Because like,
yeah,
the only way I wouldn't have been off gold is if I went into an early barracks and then produced. Or I could have tried to get into the tower up early enough, but it would have been hard. Like I could have been back on. I guess I could have put it in range, built it in range of the TC, but then it's not very, kind of annoying.
Yeah.
And obviously, like I didn't have to be off of the gold as long as I was, because as soon as Jane's up, I can take back the gold.
I don't
But
know.
at that point, I
just
had like
feel like
300 wood because I'd moved units over to wood, and I was like, might as well just go for it now.
I just feel like if we do that, we inevitably just
Yeah, I don't think against
slowly
similarly
die.
skilled players that 2TC ever works out well for us.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Because the fact of the matter is, knights aren't worth what you pay for them unless you're moving around with them.
Right. Unless you're actually like keeping them in their base or picking stuff off here and there, they just don't feel worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And nothing feels worth it to make other than knights with Jane until you get to castle. So it just feels bad when you have to make something else as like your main thing. Like I could make some archers, but my archers are worse than yours. So in a 2v2, it doesn't make sense to make the archers. Yeah.
Spears would have done
Anyway.
okay. Spears Archer would have been okay here, but yeah, I don't know the right play. Maybe Fast Castle, not sure.
I mean, the problem is, like, if I'm just going 1TC spears and archers, he has spears and archers, but he also has a meter, which means every one of his units fights better than mine does.
The longbows also, like, it affects allies. I actually think it's maybe broken in team games, like not fully explored.
Although I didn't notice him using the meter a lot. I think he was missing it a lot of the time. But beside the point, like, it just doesn't feel good to go into anything as Jane against them.
Do you have one more game in you, or are you done?
I'm probably done for now. I need to get good sleep so I don't get sick.
You're leaving for Europe Friday?
Yes.
Nice.
Friday, like 2:30 is when our flight leaves. So, yeah.
Nice.
That'll be fun. Hopefully. It could be a disaster. I have to drive on the wrong side of the road. You better believe I paid extra for the insurance. Some poor freaking British man is gonna have his whole day ruined.
Oh boy.
When I come flying down the wrong side of the road. Oh man. I just like, roundabouts are fine. Like driving in Western Europe in general is fine. Outside of the big cities, which I'm not gonna drive like in London. But then the freaking UK just puts everything on the wrong side of the road, and that I've never done before. So we will see how it goes. I can handle roundabouts, but I'm not sure if I can handle roundabouts in reverse.
The one thing that I struggled with was I drive a stick, or have classically always driven a stick, but don't do it.
You got a manual.
I got a manual, not even thinking about the fact that like that just made everything
with your
worse.
Yeah.
The pedals were all fine. Which is, I was lucky about that, but
Dude, if the pedals were reversed, it'd be like, nope, nope,
yeah.
nope.
But yeah,
You're just like freaking flooring the gas randomly. Oh my gosh.
Clutch.
Deadly.
Yeah, no, it was still pretty bad. Like I had to sit in a parking lot for a while because like wrong hand.
Yeah, I did specifically pick out a vehicle that was not that was an automatic. Because I was like, yep, it's gonna be enough. Just trying to figure out being on the wrong side of the road, doing everything backwards. I mean, at least everything's gonna be in my language. It's better than when you're going through like, you're driving through Germany and you're like, what the heck is an Ausfahrt? Okay, it's an exit. Okay. Like, just not having the street signs and stuff in your language and just like having symbols that you're like, I don't know what that symbol means. Like,
I actually haven't driven in Europe. I only drove in England. So
okay,
like everything was in English for me. So I didn't get that experience.
for the most part, it's not terrible. You like Sortie is the exits in France. Ausfarts are the exits in Germany, which I just
Germany.
chuckle every time. I'm just like Ausfart, like a child.
Like,
But yeah, I don't even remember what it is in Italian. You know what's really annoying though is they don't actually have very many exits. Like the exits are like few and far between on their actual like interstates, which are not, of course, called interstates, but still.
I'm supposed to code now, but I don't feel like it.
Yeah, quit. When the
Something about
going gets tough, the tough just quit.
the
That's
sound
what they
just quit.
say.
I don't think we've been quoting the same.
I'm full of quotes tonight. Okay,
The real
anyway.
software engineer just gives up.
Yes. That's what I do. I'm like, yeah, and so I handed my application to other people. I start looking for a new job.
Boy, that the last 6 months have been rough. Let me tell you about that code. Love working with you guys, but I have found a better opportunity, and that opportunity is not the code I've been working on the last 6 months.
Leave them with a stinking pile of half-finished code I've done, and then that it was too hard.
I found out that I'm not any good at Kotlin. How did you find that out? The last 2 years writing code for you guys. Whew.
Have you seen what I wrote? Okay, I need to get going. Later.
See ya. I think I am done for the night. I think I am done for the night. Wait. Is it only 11? It's only 11. I got a little bit in me. Let me change categories. Let's do this. Let's see. Back to software. All right. There we go. All right. Let's do this. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. What's up? Hey, Mohammed on YouTube. How are you doing? Nobody. Absolutely nobody wants to see me play games. That's the moral of the story. A little hurtful. All right. Let's see. What are we doing? Do I have my category and everything set right? Looks like it. Okay. Good deal. Let's see. Should we get a little bit of music on? I feel like the answer to that is always yes. Always yes. Let's get a little music. Let's get programming. All right. Who messed with my OBS settings? I don't know. Maybe I did? Maybe I did. All right. There we go. Okay. Let's get rid of this. Nobody liked me gaming. I get it. Nobody likes to see me game. It was fun though. I kind of want to do it more. I want to mix it in with the software engineering stuff that we do. Hopefully as like a way to, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Let's watch this. Cargo run. Let's jump over here, open up our favorite web browser. Localhost 8080. Not that. Not what we wanted to see. Admin. Oh, is that beautiful or what? Oh. So this is an interesting bug. Every once in a while when I run, it will double. But not every single time. Very interesting bug. Very, very, very interesting. I had this happen one other time. Now two other times. Will it happen a third time? Will it happen? Okay, why is this? Okay, this should be over here. And this should be over here. Yeah, okay. Maybe it was a fluke that it didn't happen. This screams a threading issue. Screams it. It's absolutely terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. What, though, is causing this? There's only one running of this loop. And see, this is the loop that sends the message. So, I am not sure. I'm not sure. So this queue is getting double. But like, look at it. We only send one event. So that means this, which gets the receiver, has to, but sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't. So sometimes this gets in a state where, and the weird part is, whenever it gets in this state, it's always in this state. And this is the thing listening to that. This is it. How is this getting 2? How is this multiplied? I don't know. I don't know. So my guess here is that it has something to do with these. So I added some optional things. The idea was that this would just have the last 10 events, and these would have ones that haven't played yet. So latest events has just the latest 10 events, period. So this should always have the latest 10 events. It should never show any more, just latest 10. And this one should show anything that hasn't been displayed yet. That's the idea behind it. And we have this, but we haven't been doing anything with that. That's right here, but obviously. It actually works. I actually stopped this from displaying. You'll see it stops displaying new ones. And we can start it and we'll automatically start going. So like all that's working. But there's a way to get it to duplicate. And when it's duplicating, so a really interesting note here is, check this out. When it's duplicating, we get this closing WebSocket message 2. When it's running properly, it doesn't do the same thing. So yeah. And you can see this is all working on this round. And now if we start the queue, it will start pumping through these messages that are in queue. Just like we wanted. So something is wrong here. It's almost like there's two WebSocket connections. Check this out. New WebSocket connection, new WebSocket connection. Ooh, interesting. Single WebSocket connection. That's interesting. So in failure mode, it connects twice. The front end connects twice. The connection state has two WebSocket front ends. It sends it to two different places. It closes it to one. Obviously, there was some error trying to send it. But this really shouldn't get a second one in queue, though. Like, I don't understand how this queue gets an extra thing. Because this list isn't made by the WebSocket. Okay, let's try getting an error state again. This should be fine state. Yeah. It is fine state. Now it's not error stating. What if we just disconnect and then run again? It has a new WebSocket connection because this does try to reconnect, right? But that's working. What if we have two running on purpose? So let's do 80/80 as well. Oh, wait. Did I do it? Yeah. Ooh. Watch this. Okay. I think I got it. I think I got the bug. I'm not sure what it is yet. Like, this doesn't... All right. If we run and it connected. See how it connected? One of these reconnected. If we restart them now after it already reconnected, this is what causes the bug. Look at it. Look at it. That is the bug. Now, how is that possible? How is that possible? So hitting refresh is the bug. That is terrifying. All right. Okay, let's stop this. Let's stop this. How is that possible? What are we doing? What are we doing? How so it has to be these gets, right? So I'm doing something wrong in these events, right? I have to be on reconnect. All right, so this is the WebSocket connection here. And we're replacing this with our WebSocket thing. What? I don't think that's anything spectacular, right? Let's go check it out, though. Yeah, it's just this, right? Wait. What are we doing here? This is our message. Why do we have... Oh, this is the delete. So, okay, yeah. So we send the message to display it. We send it. We sleep 5 seconds, and then we delete it. We send the message to delete it. And this works, except if we hit refresh. Except if we hit refresh. But okay, check it out. This is interesting. The list that we're looking at has nothing to do with the WebSocket. It's just a poll every 2 seconds. You know, we could make this every 1 second. I feel like 2 seconds is a little long. It's just a poll, and every 1 second it goes and gets all the latest events. So when we're looking at this, it has nothing to do with the WebSocket, right? But the bug has to do with the WebSocket. All right, let's go look at these routes. So we're talking about the latest events and the ones in queue. Get latest unpublished events. We need a bug that basically appends the message back onto the event queue. Because that's every time we refresh the page, we start appending an extra one. But I don't think we get mutable here anywhere. Mute, let's see. No, I don't think we get a mutable reference anywhere. So if we're not getting a mutable reference here, and this looks right. So we just want the last 10 events. And then we display them as HTML and send them forward. This is all this is. And this is based off of this right here. Right, this poll. All right, watch this, guys. Watch this. All right, cleared out. We're gonna run. We've connected. 2 WebSocket connections. This is going to the same WebSocket. 2 WebSocket connections, we get 2 messages. If we refresh this one, we should get 3 messages. Yeah, we get 3 of the single messages. And this one only has the WebSocket. It doesn't have the thing that pulls these. So it's not a problem with these. It's a problem with, and now we'll get 4 of the next event. Watch this. 4, yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So it's 100% WebSocket and not to do with these. But now the question comes is how does this WebSocket have this bug? Welcome to HTMX. Welcome to HTMX. All right. But this is all in this lib. Let's walk through it. So we've got to be appending to this queue, right? Why do we get a mutable reference to the queues? We don't need that, right? Oh, we do, because we are mutating the queue because pop front will remove one from the queue. But we don't have access to the queue after this event, right? So we're not mutating it after this. So let's walk through our run. Our run, we get a thing. This is the thing that gets the message, gets the new thing, and appends it to the queue. Okay? And we handle that, which is really just appending it to the queue. So we put it in the unpublished events queue because we've never published it. And we put it in the latest events queue. And if the latest events queue has more than 10, we pop one off. That's fine. Okay. We're good here. All right. Then we move down to here. And this is the thing that actually processes the queue. And it does it on a thread. So let's walk through what's processing the queue. This is the thing that will send out a message on the WebSocket. All right. So if the queue's active, if the queue is not active, we just wait. We sleep for 5 seconds and then we try again. Or for half a second. We let the message. This is where we pop one off the front, which just removes the message. It doesn't add one to it. And we don't have mutable after this scope, so this is fine. We check to see if there's some message. If there's no message, because that means the queue is empty, we just sleep for half a second, we move on, okay? If there's a message, we make a post, an HTML message. We get, for every WebSocket that's connected to us, that's listening, we send the message. And really, we should say that this is the WebSocket for new events. We could have a different WebSocket, but it'll be fine for right now. We do an unbounded send, we send it. And then this is the thing. On error, we're supposed to close it, and we don't. This is the bug. On error, we don't close the socket. Now, I don't know. This is a bug, but I don't know how it causes our bug, where it duplicates the message, because we have popped the message off the queue. So we have a bad WebSocket here. And that's bad. We should clean it up. Absolutely. But the only thing we do is we sleep for 5 seconds, and then we send the front end message to clear the message. Again, we'd send to a bad WebSocket, which is fine, and then we would sleep. How does it duplicate? I mean, we don't get the queue out again. We never touch this queue again. Yeah, and that's the end of it. All right, let's move on to the next thing. This is the thing that's listening to the stuff happen, so it's not part of this. You know what? Let's actually validate. Let's validate. Let's stop that. Let's just get rid of this window. And let's do just the WebSocket. Okay. Now, let this connect and show message 1. Message 1. We'll refresh now. And now it should show message 2 twice. Message 2. Message 2. So yeah, purely WebSocket. Purely WebSocket. All right, now we need to handle closing. It has something to do with closing, or it has something to do with WebSockets, and this is one thing that we're not doing properly. How do we do this properly? I'll have to look that up. I have no idea. Actually, is it here that I would deal with that at all? Because there we're just sending here. I kind of feel like this is where we would... let's see. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? So here, this is just a channel to a thing that's going to send the WebSocket, right? This thing, the mutex hash map of socket address. So this thing, we need to remove our socket address from this list. Where do we want to do that? Where's the right place to do that? So here's where we're listening to that receiver, is here. So this is where we create a new connection, a new WebSocket connection, and this is the loop that handles that WebSocket connection. Let's do this. Let's do... not closing connection, but what is this? What is this? A feature that completes after a given has been fully processed in the sync, including flushing. Note that because the flushing requirement is usually better to batch together items, feed and send all rather than flushing beneath item. I don't know what I'm doing now. ChatGPT, take me away. All right, let's just try reproducing it with this. Thank you so much for hallucinating that. What is this? What is this? Oh, let's do that. And then this should be, no. You are a result. Yeah. It is error. There we go. No, that's not, I said is error. Thank you very much. How are you guys doing in chat today? How are you guys doing? Awfully quiet chat today. I committed a cardinal sin. A cardinal sin. I played a game for the first hour. People hated it. Let me tell you. All right, this is working normally. We should see hello from 4. There we go. We'll hit refresh. And now we should have screwed it up. Yeah. Awesome. You're trying to learn new stuff. What are you trying to learn? Singletons in Haskell. Now, I'm not an expert in Haskell. I don't love singletons. They're necessary evil, but I don't love singletons. I'm also not smart enough to do Haskell. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it requires a PhD. Pretty sure. So a singleton in functional programming isn't a single thing in memory that you can't have 2 of. If that's actually different, then I wouldn't call it a singleton. And if it is the same thing, then I would still say that I'm not a fan of them for the most part. I mean, I could be wrong. I learned Haskell a long time ago, and I learned that I wasn't smart enough. For sure. And I'm not saying singletons don't solve really awesome problems, because there's definitely uses for them. What I don't get here is I don't see these other messages. Error sending message to. I don't understand this. I also don't understand how this causes my problem, but I get that it does. and again, don't take mine. There's a person called Dirk on this channel. He's in, and he would be a much better person. But this is always my problem when learning functional languages. Purely functional languages. Obviously, I like functional style of doing things. Don't get me wrong. But every single time, they'll be like, oh, you do singleton for type safety or something like that. It doesn't have to be that. And it just seems like I don't know. Rust manages type safety without singletons. Maybe just get a good type system. I don't know. That being said, I know Haskell's a great language. I need to do a Haskell stream. I did promise Dirk I would do a Haskell stream at some point. It's been so long since I touched it. It will be fun and terrible. This is pretty terrible as it is. This right here is pretty absurd. So, I mean, we can do something dumb. Let's do something dumb and easy. And then we'll get more sophisticated at some point later. So let's just track. Cool. Sounds fun. I encourage learning something new. A hand size of 6 is valid, right? A hand size of 6 is valid, right? Six fingers is definitely a thing. It's valid. Polydactyl. There you go. Sorry. I know that you're doing it to learn. Oh, it's poker. Sorry. I don't play poker. To me, if I was to play poker, the fun would be to count cards, and then they get mad. But, like, to me, it would be the math. It would all be about the math, right? That's what poker is. Is calculating your odds. And then they get angry if you can be good at it. That seems dumb to me. That seems really dumb to me. Like, I think that you should reward people for getting good at it, right? I don't know. So, right, but that shouldn't be a singleton, though. That should be the type. Your type should have that built into it, and your type system should enable you to do that. I believe monads are what you're talking about, not singletons. Right, in the Haskell world, that would be a monads requirement, not a singleton. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong, but That's like the classical example of a monad, and in Rust, like the option type. Right? Gray Hatter, how are you doing tonight? All right, we have this. You're very nondescript. I'm doing. I don't know how I'm doing. I have a really weird bug. That I'm fixing a bug, but like I don't know how the bug that I'm like. Basically, I don't clean up WebSockets if there's like an old one. But that's not the bug. I get duplicate entries, but I don't know how the old WebSockets. But it's the old WebSockets that are causing the duplicate entries, so it's very weird. Weird bugs are common in Rust. Weird bugs are common in everything. And this has more to do with HTMX than it does Rust. What's a duplicate entry? It's where the same entry gets duplicated in the queue. You asked. You asked. I'm sorry. I don't know how to explain. So what we have here, I can show you. I can show you really quickly what the bug is. All right. So here we have these events here. And so there is a thing that fires this event off, and there is a single thread that takes that event and puts it in a queue. And then there's something that just monitors that queue, and if there's anything in it, it sends it on this WebSocket. This is the WebSocket. All right, this is just a pull request. So it's HTMX, so you can look at it here. That list is just getting all of the events that have happened. So anyways, so this in queue are the ones that are in that queue. This is ones that have been put there at any point. Now, if we refresh this, what happens is the backend server still has a connection to the old WebSocket that was sent to the front end. So if we refresh this, you can see we have the old queue still, but now we get duplicate entries in the queue. And the only thing that's wrong so far that I can tell is that we never closed the WebSocket to the old one. But the WebSocket doesn't actually put things in the queue. This isn't getting stuff put in the queue by the WebSocket. That's just a thread that's dumping something in the queue. We can look at the network. Let's see. Right, we're sending XML. No, this is not the WebSocket. Where is the WebSocket? I don't see the WebSocket. This is HTMX. Welcome to the wonderful world. Oh, wait. Do I have WebSockets up here, right? Oh, no, I don't. Here we go. I mean, it's interesting. I don't see a WebSocket. This thing is the WebSocket, though. This hello from 15 is the WebSocket. This is not polling. Hello from 15 isn't found in here. This request is just what's displaying here, right? I don't know. This is oddly not. Okay, here there is a WebSocket. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure what was going on there. See, hello from 19. That's the WebSocket pushing something. This is it deleting. Again, this is all HTMX. But we're now triplicating messages in the queue. If we go up here, you'll see that we have triplicating because, again, another WebSocket got derelict. But the WebSocket, again, doesn't actually put stuff in the queue. All that happens is we pop a message off the queue and send it on all the WebSockets. So I have no idea why having derelict bad. I mean, this is not good that we have these WebSockets and we aren't closing them, and we're keeping, we log that we're closing them, but then we don't close them. It's bad that we have them, but I don't know how it's causing the problem. Am I using a background worker? I'll step through it again. I stepped through it a little bit earlier, but I'll step through it again. Chat was being quiet then on how this is working. Just to rubber duck, because again, I'm working on actually deleting the WebSockets if they're bad, but that shouldn't cause the issue. So let's go through it. Really, it's just these here. So if you look in main here, this is spawning the HTMX backend. And in here we have this unbounded channel. And over here in this thread, this is basically HTMX backend. And then here, this is where we just send a message to that queue. So this receiver that we pass in here on run, all that happens to it, the only time it gets handled is right here. So we basically have a thread that listens to this receiver. Whenever there's a message, so every 5 seconds in this case, it gets pushed into handle message, and handle message shoves it into queues. That's all it does. So we have 2 queues. We have one of unpublished events, things we've never sent down the WebSocket. And then we have a queue of all the latest events. So this keeps, even if it's been published, we keep a record of it there. Just because I want to be able to see, like, basically I want to be able to pause my queue, and so that I can record a video, and then I want to be able to resume it, but I also want to see all of the latest events that have happened. That's the basic design of it. I know it's ugly. Anyways, so that's all that happens here. We receive a message, we shove it into a queue. Done. The next thread that we spawn is the thing that actually pumps that queue. And so what we do is we read a message and we get the queue. We get the queue, but we pop one off. We take one, so it should get smaller, and we don't have it outside of this scope right here. So this scope is the only place we have a mutable reference to that queue. Okay? So how is it getting duplicated? I don't know at this point, but I'm walking you through what I know. So we unwrap that because basically pop front will return an option, because if there's nothing in the queue, then it has none. So we unwrap that. If there's none, we obviously sleep and we try again to see if there's something in half a second. We build an HTMX message off of that. Wait. Line. Wait. Sorry, I missed something. You said line 63. Right. This queue is an arc. You're cloning the arc. That's the reference counting. Just FYI. There's a mutex that you have to lock here. This queue gets this lock. And that's when you can actually get a mutable lock to the queues. Even if we were cloning the queue, it doesn't matter. We're adding an extra somehow. We're getting a duplicate message. Again, don't know, don't care. How do we get 2 of the same? Because remember, go back to main. There is no way to send the same message again. We keep this count, and every single loop, it increments the count, right? We do increment the count. I don't even know how this works. Where do we increment the count? Holy crap, how did this ever work? It does increment because it goes up 24, 25, 26. Wait. Where am I missing? We increment the count somewhere, right? No, it's not from the browser because this is doing a pull. This is doing a fetch and just getting the queue, right? So it's not the WebSocket that's getting 2. You're not getting a WebSocket that's getting 2 because this is just a get, a completely separate path, right? Right? The function that does this is over here in routes, which is a HTTP GET request. That is this right here. Get all the latest unpublished events. So events that we haven't. It is completely separate. The only thing that it does is it gets the queue. It does get the queue, but it never gets a mutable queue. It is not part of the WebSocket. This is completely separate from the WebSocket. I'm sorry, Grey Hatter. It is completely separate from the WebSocket. It is reading the same queue, yes. But I'm saying it's not duplicated in the front-end client. It's not a front-end client thing. It is duplicated in the back-end because these are completely different methods of communication. So you can't say like this is getting a duplicate from 2 different WebSocket connections because I thought about that because what happens if the HTMX creates 2 WebSocket connections, something strange or something like that, but that's not happening. If you never refresh, you'll never see duplicates. It's fine. It's only if you refresh. But, again, to prove that it's the WebSocket, you can do this. No, because you can do it with just the WebSocket without the web browser. I mean, if you use Postman to create a WebSocket connection, you can duplicate it. We did that a little bit earlier. But again, like, yes, it requires the WebSocket. I don't know. Obviously, if I knew, I wouldn't be having this. Let me get back to everything that happens. Okay. I mean, yes, it has to do with the WebSocket. I agree. Connected to the browser? Maybe. But I don't think so. Again, I think Postman does technically use browser calls. So, like, I don't know if you want to argue that. Maybe. But, okay. So we pop a message off. Cool. And we can do the same thing with this, which doesn't have the admin, which just has the WebSocket. This is only the WebSocket. We can get this to duplicate like this. Watch this. So... oh, yeah. Watch this. All right. So it has just 1 and you only see 1. Now we hit refresh and now we'll get 2 2s. We'll get 2 2s. 1, 2. Wait for the next one. It will delete this one and then it will put the next one. A second 2. Like rocket science. Like clockwork. Clockwork. That was the saying that I was going for. Okay. Anyways, let's get back to this. Okay, so we have a receiver. This receiver is getting sent a message every 5 seconds. It gets sent a message. On line 60, what happens on line 60? This is spawning another thread. We're moving to a new thread. This thread just checks this receiver for a message. So every 5 seconds, there'll be a message, and we'll handle that message with a function called handle message. I'm proud of that name. Proud of it. All right. We move on to here, and all this does is I don't know. Ooh, this is weird. Why would we do this? We don't need this at all. That's the bug. That's the bug right there. That's the bug. I found it. That was dumb. That was super dumb. There we go. Nailed it. so what happened, let's look over. This is super dumb. For every WebSocket, we added it to the queue. Why? Why? I have no idea. Yeah, that is super dumb. Super dumb. All right. Wait, remove this mute. Why? Wait. We don't need the state at all, right? We can just delete this line. We do still need to do store different types of messages in different queues. We have some of it, but we don't have all of it. No, it was solidly on line 180. That would be a stretch to say it was on line 60. That would be a stretch. 180, yes. Touche. I did show you earlier, but yeah, I mean, all right. Well, that makes me feel better. That was a dumb bug. I don't know if I don't know if I went into it. I thought I did, but I might not have. Super dumb bug. All right, I feel better. Oh, I feel better. One second, let's refresh. Let's just test it. We'll wait for another one. All right, now we're refreshing. And now if this was the old one, it would have 2 of 3, but it won't. It won't. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, let's also get the local host. So basically this is the admin, and what will happen is this will be the Twitch alerts. So just at the base path will be the Twitch alerts. And this will be what I'll have off to the side here, where I can see the latest events. You know, this is going to be like somebody followed or somebody subscribed or whatnot. And then check this out. Check this out. I can stop it. And now you don't get the WebSocket anymore. This is actually pretty awesome because right now, if I wanted to record a video live with you guys, my Twitch alerts go throughout them. And if you go to my null bytes, you'll see my Twitch alerts happening on them. Or I have to just disable all the Twitch alerts, which also sucks because then... And now I can start the queue and it will start pumping through the queue. Sweet goodness. Well, thank you, Grey Hatter, for letting me rubber duck with you. It is amazingly helpful. I don't know how long it would have taken me. I was getting pretty frustrated. I actually already rubber ducked with chat, but they weren't asking questions during that period of time. And so it helped to have somebody is like, no, let's go back and check this. And now we're through the queue and we should see no message. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. All right. And we can restart this one. We can restart that one. And we won't. So we were able to just restart this one and get it to yeah, okay. Now we'll notice that we still need to clean up our WebSockets. One thing we still do need to do is, this is dumb that we're just leaving these around. So let's get that done. That's a really good question. Where is count getting incremented? Where the crap is count getting incremented? So we have a mutable count here. And obviously it's getting incremented because it's not saying to delete. You know what the easiest way to find this? I'm just going to delete mute and see where it complains, right? How is this working? Did I accidentally delete this? But like, it is incrementing it. It's 19. See, 18, 19. Like, hello from HTMX. It's this right here that's doing this. just to prove that it's this doing it. Yeah, it's that HTMX 0, hello America. So it's that code that's showing up here. And now it's not incrementing the count anymore, but all I changed was this from mute. And now it's saying to remove the mute. What the crap happened here? Did I delete the increment? I don't think I did. I don't know. I'm not convinced that I know what happened there. Because we ran it without this here, right? And it was incrementing. Maybe I hadn't written it. Maybe I accidentally deleted it. Like I accidentally hit DD or something. And I never wrote this file because this file didn't change. Actually, let's undo. No. The only thing I added was the count, guys. I never incremented that sucker. How did this ever work? I don't know how this ever worked, but you guys saw it working. We have video proof. You never saw it. You're lying. You are lying. You saw it. Okay. Well, we're gonna You did see it. I mean, I did change this to Merrick. I just didn't redo to that. I mean, I don't know. That was just, I don't know. I don't know. Because we were looking here, it wasn't complaining that count didn't get used. Whatever, it's working now. It's fine. It's fine. Maybe I wrote it, saved, and then undid the change. Yeah, possibly. Possibly I did something dumb like that. 100%. Maybe I accidentally sneezed and hit U, which undid it in the code. That is a complete possibility. Because, yeah, I just don't know how this would work. Like, all right, let's move on. Let's move on. The last thing we need to do is we do need to clean up these WebSockets because we can still make a bunch of bad WebSockets. Watch this. Look at all those, and they'll never get cleaned up. The next time it goes to write, it will just fail to all of those. What a fail whale. Let's do something about that. Let's do something about that. So what we need is when processing this queue, we're just going to do the really dumb thing. We're going to do the really dumb thing. So let mute bad sockets. Whoa. I didn't want... Okay. I'm not sure what is happening. Well, okay, that's a good message for that, but that's not what I want to do. Let mute bad web sockets. I don't want all of that garbage. I just want this, right? No. Right? This didn't look good, right? Connection state, it's going to lock it. For the addresses, it's going to try to send a message. And yeah, we don't want to just try to send a message. What we'll do is now we can collect these. Here and here. Well, it is already killed. What it is that it's in our state. So I just have to remove it from the state. And the reason I'm not doing it here is because I'm actually iterating over that state. This is a list of all connections. And so I can't remove it from this list while iterating over that list. Now, you could technically like backwards iterate over it. I just find it cleaner to just then do it at the end. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I knew what I want. Let mutable websockets. Yeah, for all the bad ones, we'll remove it. This is the dirty way. We can do it cleaner. Like, we can definitely do it cleaner. We're just wanting to get something here. So let's try this. All right. Then we will make a bunch of dirty WebSockets. Bad WebSockets. And we should have actually closed those, and the next message won't. Yeah. We're good. So all those scope blocks are required because this is HTMX, baby. HTMX. Welcome to the club. Now, maybe this is my inexperience with HTMX that drives me to do something stupid. Maybe if the creator of HTMX was on here and he didn't hate my guts, then maybe we could come up with something that's a little bit better. But for right now, this is my full sale HTMX project. My other stuff uses Vue, and like professionally I use React. So I mean, like, I'm not good at HTMX, but I wanted to give it a good try because I was very critical of it in one of my videos, and all I had really done was a to-do app, but I had issues then. And so I thought that this was actually a really good project to do it that HTMX would shine in. But so what happens is we're driving the front end from the back end, and what we want to do, localhost 8080. So this would be our Twitch alerts, and if it's running, we send an alert. And when we send the alert, we want it to show it. We want to wait a little while, and then we want to get rid of it. Well, because there basically is no front-end queue, what happens is we get the message, we push the message using HTMX, we create a HTML message, then we send it on the WebSocket. So we send it on the WebSocket, then we sleep, then we, and we'll get to why I have the scoped blocks. Then we have this HTMX message, which actually deletes the message. So after 5 seconds, then we delete the notification. We send that to all the people listening. And then, you know, we sleep and we check the queue again. That's the basic. It's just one big loop. Now, why do I do scoped blocks here? Well, the reason is because I take out a lock here, and I have no need for that lock. So basically, after this block, if another message comes and that wants to get into that queue, it has to make that lock. So while I'm sleeping for 5 seconds, I might as well release that lock, right? So this lock to this queue might as well be dropped after I've sent all the messages to the WebSockets. I could actually do this a little bit cleaner, actually. We could make this a little bit shorter and be like, no, this is pretty good, actually. This is pretty good. I could like clone it and have it as a one line and just clone it, but this is fine. This is fine. So I'm doing the scope blocks is an optimization on my part. I don't want to hold this lock and then sleep for 5 seconds holding a lock to the queue because other things could be putting stuff into it while I'm doing that. I need that lock again down here because I have to send the messages out again. But yeah, anyways. No, it's a logic thing. I do this around locks all the time. You'll notice like up here as well, when we get the queue here, I have this. This is actually scoping the lock to this. So I get a mutable reference to this queue to pop the front of it off. And this actually keeps me from holding the lock for very long because I only hold it from right here. I work on databases and stuff, so I am very cognizant of being a bad lock holder. I'm very cognizant of getting yelled at for holding a lock too long. I work around databases. Let me. Thankfully, for everyone else, I don't work on the core database. That is a godsend for everyone, including myself. All right. Magic logic. What magic logic? This isn't magic. This is just a function. You could think of it as setting this as equal to an anonymous function that returns the last thing in that anonymous function, right? That's all this is. It's just an easy way of writing an anonymous function with a really nice scope. It's amazing. It's actually super powerful and not magic at all. You'll notice that there is no... If I put a semicolon at the end, this wouldn't work because you can see the type is wrong because this doesn't return anything. That's what this is saying right here, is this is nothing because it doesn't return anything. Yeah. And we could put a return here, but the Rust community does it this way. I like explicit returns. The Rust community does it like that, though. All right. Cool. All right, so we are... I agree with you, Grey Hatter. I don't agree with everything that Rust does. Look, I'm one of the first people to be critical of Rust. There's stuff that I don't like. One, this should be a return. Like this. I'm happy to... Like, this is better, but that's not what the Rust community likes. It's very explicit, and I love explicit. That's why, like, but... Yeah, but that's why you see this. I could put return, but then I have to run with, like, a custom Clippy and everything, because Clippy will complain about this. And so like I just prefer to like it's okay because all my code will work in the Rust community tooling. I don't love it, but I used to do explicit returns, but then none of my code worked with community stuff, community tooling, so I just got over it. Scott B, what's up? How are you doing? I can't believe how much people like complaining about the language. You would imagine people are super salty. There is a whole trove of people that like complaining about it. Why Rust? I like Rust. That's an incorrect statement. I don't like misleading anybody. Why do I like Rust? For a lot of reasons. So let's see. Skigma71. It's good to see you here, by the way. Oh no, Scott B. I hope I didn't wake you up. I like Rust because, you know, if it wasn't Rust, I would write C or C++, maybe Zig. And so what I like about Rust is the fact that you can have a fairly memory safe application that's open source, that you don't have just C and C++ experts being able to contribute to. I love its type system. It has maybe the best type system of any language that I've touched. That's looking at Haskell, and I know that Dirk will disagree with me on that, and some of that is personal taste, but my personal taste is that I think Rust has the best type system that I've ever used. Absolutely love its type system. I don't know Zig well enough to compare it to Rust. And my Haskell is 7 years out of date, so could be me. And like I said, personal preference. I think its type system is better than Haskell's. Again, my personal preference. Wagaffa, you didn't like Rust? Why didn't you like Rust? I'd love to hear. And it's also fine to dislike a language. Like I say, I'll say that I don't like Haskell. That doesn't mean that I think it's a bad language or people that use it are bad or anything like that. Hey, okay, you want to know a perfect one? Oh, I'm sorry, Scott B, that your stomach's upset, and I'm glad that I'm on. So while you have an upset stomach, okay, that's going somewhere weird. I'm not going down there. Yeah. Wagaffa. I'm going with Wagaffa because that's that. Yeah, like, and that's fine. Like I said, I have a lot of respect for Dirk, and Dirk 100% would sit here and say that Haskell's better, and that he prefers it, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. A really good one is I actually think that I would love OCaml if it wasn't that I can't read its syntax. I'm a super dyslexic person. I have a hard time reading, and OCaml, for some reason, I struggle with above no other language. Like, I just can't do it. People have been asking me to do an OCaml stream because, like, I've asked for, like, Rust type system plus a garbage collector because it would just be faster for prototyping, is my thought. And people are like, oh, you love OCaml. And I'm like, I would think that, but every time I look at it, my brain throws up all over my brain. And I'm just like, oh, So I got to try it on a stream. I got to give it a good try, good couple days. But I don't have a project right now. So when I have a little project that's like the right size, we'll do it. But yeah. I don't actively dislike Haskell. It's not for me. Like I get the pure functional. I think that pure functional can be cumbersome at times. It's really nice a lot of the time. When I was learning it, the Haskell community was a little bit rougher. It's fine. The reason I ended up liking Rust was taking stuff from Haskell. Before that, I was C++. And I learned a lot of cool things from Haskell that I was like, that's actually a really cool take. And I love the take. I didn't love the language when I was learning it. And maybe I have a different take nowadays, but at the time I didn't love it. But there was like a lot of really cool things like the monads and things like that, where it was like, these are really cool concepts. And I like them in a language. For me, Rust brought C++ and Haskell together. And so it was and maybe that's my historical bias there talking, but it made it pretty nice for me. So. Have I spent more time with C++ or C? That's a tough one. I don't know. Probably C++. It's weird because I have a whole couple applications in C++ that are effectively C in C++. So do those count as C or C++? I don't know. Not sure, but yeah, Gray Hatter, like, so one thing that like people don't understand is people complain about snake case all the time. This is the easiest thing for me to read. Snake case is the easiest thing for me to read over like camel case and all the others. And so I actually love that. And I get that that's a personal choice, but for me, having problems reading, this is nice. Yeah, super nice. All caps is rough. I hate that this is a nomenclature. All caps is rough. But yeah, OCaml, I just find hard to read. I actually find it very hard to read, which sucks because I actually think I would really like OCaml. Except that every single time I've gotten into reading it, I'm like, I don't know what I'm reading. Oh, I can't do it. I get so lost in OCaml. Maybe I'm just not smart enough. I'm not sure. All right. Okay, we're doing well. And this is doing well. And we can stop this queue. So if I want to pause my Twitch alerts, I just click stop. What I want to do is make this one button and the button to switch back and forth to start and stop. That's what I want to do. Okay, let's do that. So the first button will be stop because we start in. Actually, we could template this out. Ooh, should we do that? I don't know how to template with the thing that I was templating with, but this should basically be one or the other. We'll have to look up the demo that I was looking at. I mean, Gray Hatter, that's true of all of us. Why do you like your favorite language? If you're honest with yourself, it's from your experiences, right? This is why I love having a community where we can all talk and hopefully respectfully like have a discourse on this, because we all have seen the same problems from a different angle, and we can actually learn to grow from that if we're able to sit down and have an adult conversation about it. And I'll disagree with Dirk. Again, I bring up Dirk as somebody like I super respect his opinion on languages. He's studied languages way more than I have. I have a feel about what I like with a language where he has like mathematical knowledge on why X is good with a language versus Y. But I'll disagree with him, but I can still learn quite a bit from him. And so that's what I like, having a community like this. I haven't done a whole lot with Zig. I've just looked at some of it. I feel like Zig's type system is a little weak in my opinion, but it does. Okay. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't see it actually, but okay, it has a tagged union. Okay. I'd have to look in its implementation of this, but like I said, I have yet to learn Zig super well. It's on my list of ones to eventually. If I had to go though, like I write a lot of open source stuff, and the one problem I have with Zig in open source, and this is the problem I have with C++ in open source, and C in open source, and Zig in open source, is I think that if you want to have an open source community where you can invite people in, it needs to be a language that's memory safe-ish, and Zig isn't. There's no hidden allocations in Zig, which is not something that you have in Rust. I will give you that, but it's not memory safe. It is not memory safe. It is not memory safe. I will have to validate that. I will validate that at some point. I thought you could have null pointers. And I thought that you could leak memory. Okay, so it's not. So it's not. You're just saying stuff. Okay. If you write unsafe, yes. Let's look at what was it? HTMX. I think if I just do this, it will jump to the right. Oh, sweet. Oh, sweet. It did jump to it. So what I wanted to do is this templates, which we have some now. And I don't remember how they do stuff based off of it. It's just like this. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. Do you have to check for null in Rust? In unsafe? Yes. That's all though. Do I want to do an if? Let's look at cargo. Yeah. So it's this askama. Let me look up the documentation of askama. There's a lot of different things with memory safety. So we talk about like memory leaks, but there's also invalid memory access. There's actually a lot of different things when you're talking about memory safety. All right, engine based on Jinja. Look, if you're telling me that Zig is just as memory safe, I'll have to review. Like I said, I have said from the start I don't know Zig, so you know I've only seen some of it, so I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you, because maybe it is, maybe it is. The few times I saw it, I didn't think it looked like it was, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong plenty. I just want to see maybe, okay. And you think Zig is just as safe as Rust? Oh. Zig's memory safety is at runtime. That so you mean like it's garbage collected? So it has a runtime that runs with it. That kills the system programming side of it, right? If you're talking about something at runtime that's going to protect you instead of compile time, that is not a GC, but memory bounds checker. I mean, no project that's like a database is going to want to run with that on. You want to have your bounds check at compile time. Why not have it at compile time? Why do it at runtime? I don't actually understand that. If you can do it at compile time is better, right? You can have it at compile time? Cool. Okay. All right. This is how you do an if statement. Cool. This is what I wanted. Because then we can do something like this. Not like that, hopefully. We take this and put that. We put that. Not what I just did. We take this, we go like that. We end if here, and then so if whatever this something is, if enabled is what we'll call it. And then can we do an else? Let's see. How do I do an else? I just want to do an else. I'm just going to guess. I'm just going to do else right here instead of endef. Else. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Instead of that, I'm going to copy that. I'm going to yank that. And then I'm going to do else, and then I'm gonna put endif right there. Will that work? Have a 0 clues. We're gonna oh, that does fix it up. Okay, sweet. So what we do need to do now though is go to I think it's in types now, right? No, it's not at all. Where do I need to go? Is it in routes? That might be gross. It is. Okay, so sure, I get that. Anything you generate at runtime, you will have to check the length. Absolutely. Like I said, anything you can check at compile time, I think you should, if you can. And there's obviously going to be limits to what we know how to do. I've heard that I've heard good things about Zig. Like I said, it's on my list to try. I will try it at some point. Does this work? I can't. Wait. Uh-oh. Let's see how this was done over here. What are we looking for? Is it in main? This is roughly the same I have, right? Yeah, I have no field enabled on admin tab. What? Oh, I'm a dum-dum. All right. Thank you. Now will this compile? I have no idea. Moment of truth. Aha! So it's not stopped. Cool. Awesome. Now, the one problem I do have is when we hit stop, we need to actually swap it for start. Because right now, if we hit stop, we'll stop the queue, and the queue will start building up, not sending it, but we don't have a start. Okay. So, cool. That's easy enough. In our routes, we'll do pause. Let's see. Yeah, and here, what we need to be doing is sending in this HTML. Just this right here. I'm just gonna yank both of these. We're gonna jump back here. We're gonna throw that right here. It'll be this right here. That is the stop. So let's put this on. Let's see. Wait. This would be on the start. We want to send the stop button. And then on the yeah, something like this. All right, let's clean this up. And we can delete that. Okay. Yeah. So this now we do something like this, right? And this would be just curly braces for. No, we don't have to do that there, right? Yeah, no. And this is what we were returning, right? 1 second. I screwed something up. What did I? No. This is the end of OK. I'm returning an OK result, which is markup, HTMX. HTML, right. Maybe this needs to be on the same line. Maybe it does not like that. Also, we probably need to change the ID of these buttons to be the same. So we're swapping Yeah. We don't want swap none. We have to be sending the right thing now. So we got to update this. This should swap. I forget the swap inner. It's like that, right? I think. Okay. Now, why does it not like this? Why? What did I screw up here? So the HTML macro doesn't like this button. Why doesn't it like the button? Let me go look at one of my... I'm very new to mod, which is what we're using to build this. Yeah, we do this like UL space class equals waiting. Right. Yeah. This is pretty standard. What did I messed something up here? Stop is just what's in the button, right? So like this is what's in the UL element, right? Between these two. If we look up here, you know, this is the class tag, and then this is what's inside of the UL. So that's what I did here. Oh, you know what? This should be a string. This should be a string, right? Maybe that's what it's upset about. That's what it was upset about. That was my bad. All right. It was outer HTML, not inner. I was not thinking. All right. All right. Let's see. We just gonna delete this and grab this one, and we'll fix this. The ID. What is the ID gonna be? Event queue. Start. Stop. That's what it's gonna be. And then we're gonna be the same. This one's gonna be start. Yep. And this is gonna say start. So when we pause events, we'll send the button to start. And when we start events, we'll send the button to pause them. We'll call this pause just to be in line with the terminology. Actually, toggle would be good here. We'll just do toggle. We need to update it in the admin here to also be the same. Start. All right. Wait. No, it was the other way around, right? It was outer HTML. All right. Let's try that. Probably won't run the first time. Ooh, first time. All right, so we'll stop it. Well, we got the button, okay? Let me see where this went terribly wrong. It did not replace itself. Replace the entire target element with a response. The target element should be this, right? Inside the button holder. Actually, event queue toggle. Event queue toggle. Yeah. That's how the crap? The start button is not working either. What does it look like? Events start. I hate it when I accidentally mistype. Okay, so events start. Let's call and resume events. Yeah, and pause events. Okay. See you, Grey Hatter. Thanks for joining. And outer HTML, replace the entire target element with the response. Right. So the ID is the event queue toggle. Let's look at admin. I guess I could give it a target. Yeah, like HX target. I just thought you didn't have to do this if you were not what have I done wrong? I didn't think you needed to do this. I didn't think you had to do this if you were targeting self. But obviously I'm probably wrong here. I'm probably wrong. So we stop. Did not swap out the code. Did not. Let's check our network, see what that looked like. Besides a fail boat. We're just gonna drop you on 5 over there. Okay, let's see. Let's see, what have I done wrong? HX get. I felt like I understood this portion of HTMX, right? I felt like this was one part that I was actually understanding just fine. This will wait 1 second before doing the swap after it is received. Okay, whatever. I don't care about that. Similarly, you can modify the time between the swap and the settle logic, but right, that's fine. Oh, I screwed it up. I did. There we go. There we go. I need to find a hot reload way for this. All right. All right. Hello from HTMX2. Queue has been stopped. Now, if we want to play it, let's go ahead and start it. Oh, nice. All right, but this, I know why this is, because we didn't add this portion to the reply and mod. Which is in routes here. And we just need to drop this in here, right? That should fix that, I think. We'll stop it. We'll get one in the queue. One in the queue. Beautiful. We'll wait for one more. Beautiful. Start. Beautiful. Pauses where it's supposed to be. We'll pump the queue. We can now hit pause. And it starts piling up again. Okay, cool. Okay, we got that. We'll have to do the same thing for TTS, but this was the big thing. Okay. We're starting to cook. Because if we go here, localhost 8080, this is actually the Twitch alerts, and you see no Twitch alerts are going. And now we hit start and Twitch alerts go. So this will allow us to record live, pause the Twitch alerts, and then give people the credit that they deserve. Wait, we want to pause again? Oh, we can pause after only processing a few. It's like magic. Now we just have to CSS prettify this. Pause that. Okay, beautiful. Okay. Let's make a commit here. Git add git commit -m added. Actually fixed git WebSocket duplication bug. Made button swap labels. Cool. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. The other thing that I want to do, like, and I know this is stylistic and everything, but I want the CSS to like highlight that the queue is paused. So when we pause it, it should be like red so that it's easy for me to see that it's paused, you know, Because there could be in queue even when it's not paused. So like when somebody gifts a sub, like let's say that somebody gifts 10 subs, there'll be 10 events in queue even without me pausing it. And so I want to be able to know the difference between I want to be able to, like, with just a quick glance, because it's going to be like over here, whether it's actively working through the queue or not. But that's probably going to be for Thursday night. It is 1 a.m. So I think that means it's time to find somebody to raid. Let's see who's on. Let's see who's on. There's a person doing leak coder for 1 view. That's rough. I don't even know what are they doing it in? What language? That's Python. That's Python. All right, we're moving on. Sorry. I have some standards. Watch me now drop you guys into a Python. That looks interesting. Does anybody else see somebody that looks like a good person to raid this morning? This morning. Oh, look, that's my channel. Okay. I'm looking. Are we going to go to Python? My goodness, this hurts me. Yeah, this guy's leak coding to 1 viewer in Python. Let's go check him out. King Deo. Let's raid King Deo. 1 channel. They might not even know they've been raided. Don't give them crap about it. Just go support them in leak coding on stream. Yeah, they deserve the uplift. So thank you all for joining. I hope you had a good time. I know there was weird bugs today, some arguments. It was fun. It was good. Hope to see you guys Thursday. Go say hi to King Deo. Doing on.